hell is it? What do you want? Sure, this priest is one of those flaming bags again.
Don't put it out with your boots, Tad.
Don't tell me my business, devil woman.
What's up, guys? Benny. The FBI isn't perfect. It is a deeply and endemically corrupt institution. Can any man fix the FBI? I'm not sure, but it can at least take some good advice. Upon Dan Bongino and Kash Patel's appointment to FBI director and deputy director, I posted this about 1 year ago, approximately 1 year ago today. I said, I'll say what we're all thinking. Her first. Fire her first. Set the tone right here. The dumpy DEI diversity agent at the FBI, no doubt the first physical activity in a very long time for this agent, kneeling to the BLM rioters and George Floyd terrorists, pledging fealty to them. It's an absolute banger here, by the way. 6.6 million views, 81,000 likes. Well, the FBI listened to me, baby. And look at this. The FBI has fired the agents who photographed kneeling in the George Floyd protest. And guess who was among them? There you Gotcha. That's great. Everybody cheers. FBI agents photographed kneeling during George Floyd racial justice protest. Look at how they still do this. Racial justice. You go kill a bunch of people and burn our nation's capital to the ground. We'll call that justice. Way to go. Anyway, there are conflicting reports, however, that are not as sunny or cheery as that one that I just gave you. Everybody wanted the George Floyd kneelers to get fired. This, ladies and gentlemen, just published in the New York Post from Miranda Devine. Now, I know Miranda Devine. I know Kash Patel. I know Dan Bongino. So this is going to be a tough one. How about this? I'll just pitch it straight down the middle. I'll just tell you what's going on, because this report is tough for Kash and Dan. According to a report, the FBI is labeled a rudderless ship under Bongino and Patel, concerned more about building their personal resumes. FBI Director Kash Patel is facing withering criticism from an alliance of active duty and retired agents and analysts days after the White House denied media reports that the president was about to fire him. Troubling new report card in the first 6 months of Patel's leadership concludes that he is in over his head, and his deputy Dan Bongino is something of a clown, according to the alliance, which in two previous reports warned about crippling DEI and politicization of the FBI under the Biden administration. The Patel-led FBI is described in the 115-page report as a rudderless ship and all effed up. Okay? That's what some of these people are saying. I mean, obviously, there are a lot of FBI agents that clearly, maybe this is run. Who are these the individuals writing the report? You know, you don't know exactly. It's all anonymous, right? So we're going to present both sides of this, obviously. Here we go. Patel is described by multiple internal sources as inexperienced, with one saying he has neither the breadth of experience nor the daring to be FBI director to be successful. Another source, self-professed Trump supporter, says Patel is not very good, maybe insecure, lacks requisite experience, measured self-confidence to be FBI director. So this is what they're saying, among some other, obviously, lurid gossip, which may or may not be true. The one that seems to have hit out in the news cycle is about Kash Patel and a jacket. Kash Patel was forced to wear a woman's jacket because he refused to disembark the FBI jet when they landed in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's assassination. He didn't have a FBI raid jacket. They found a female special agent's jacket for him, but it did not have any Velcro patches, so he demanded that another agent give him a Velcro patch. So that seems to be the big takeaway here, that Kash didn't have a jacket. Threw a tantrum after being issued a woman's jacket. These are the allegations. Kash Patel, humiliated in an explosive 115-page dossier, reveals FBI agents really think, that they just effectively say that there's not enough professionalism in the FBI, and that Kash and Bongino are not up for the job. That's effectively the report. You're welcome to go read the whole thing if you'd like. Obviously, this is, I think the report is right here. Yeah, there you go. So it's a pretty long report. Go for it. FBI Kash Patel and Raid Jacket. All right. The Alliance is what they're calling themselves. Okay. You come up with some better, like, deep state names than this. The Alliance. All right. Kash Patel apparently didn't have his own Raid Jacket. So this is the big scandal that he had the wrong jacket size and he wanted a different jacket. Really? This is it? Fine. So Dan Bongino and Kash Patel have now their own say. Deep state divine strikes again, says Dan Bongino. Oh, baby, here we go. Miranda loves attacking our reform agenda with gossipy anecdotes from disgruntled former employees because she's upset about that her reporting keeps falling apart under scrutiny. You can always count on Miranda for a timed hit piece when the director and I make big changes. Miranda prefers the old guard. I don't. Full steam ahead. And he tags Miranda Devine. So some people are, obviously saying that Miranda is deep state divine. Miranda Devine's a great reporter. I mean, I like Miranda a lot. You can say a lot about her, but I don't think she's deep state. She's like the best reporting on Hunter Biden's laptop and Biden corruption. But I guess on our show, but everyone's entitled to their opinion, right? That's my take. Here, ladies and gentlemen, we have Eric Swalwell. This is probably my favorite interaction. So I showed you the bit about the reporting of Kash's jacket. Eric Swalwell says, I don't mind that the FBI director, Kash Patel, had to wear a women's size medium jacket to cosplay somebody in charge. I wish he'd focus on stopping rampant domestic terrorism happening on his watch. From the left, should I be happy that you're acknowledging that there's rampant domestic terrorism? Because there is. As a matter of fact, it's all coming from Eric Swalwell's side with Eric Swalwell's encouragement. Let's look at Kash's response here, which is spicy. I was looking for a youth large. Domestic terrorism arrests are up 30% this year. Impressive considering I spent 0 days dating a Chinese spy named Fang Fang. Where should I send your women's medium for date night? Okay. All right. Maybe launch an investigation into the Fang Fang spying nightmare with Eric Swalwell dating a Chinese spy, which he did. Getting a staff placed in his office by a Chinese spy, which he did. Maybe that, ladies and gentlemen. Also, is Kash Patel saying he's going to dress Eric Swalwell for his date with a Chinese spy? I don't know. Here's FBI spokesperson Ben Williamson. Kash and Dan took over the agency with an approval rating below 40%, knowing that they came in as disruptors. They're choosing to do things differently, of course. That's going to receive criticism from the old guard. That's to be expected. What's more surprising here is to see the New York Post elevating a dossier of anonymous complaints from current and ex-FBI personnel in the form of gospel. They're calling it gossip. Here's what they don't tell you. The unconventional approach may get criticism, but the data says it's working. Violent crime arrests, 100% increase. Espionage arrests, 40% increase. Homicide rate, double-digit drop from 2024, on track for record low. Child victims identified, 23% increase. Nihilistic violent extremism areas, almost 500% increase with FBI and partners. They've also turned over nearly 40,000 documents to Congress, by far a record in just 9 months, and we have major productions in cases like Arctic Frost nearly every week. You can criticize the approach, but you cannot deny the numbers. They've been historic with President Trump's leadership. Kash, Dan, and Andrew all know the challenge of the bureaucracy comes with pushback. They choose it, and frankly, that's what the voters demanded. Okay, I think that's a good response. Kash is out saying that homicides are down, and violent crime is down, and that they're working to fix it, right? Anonymous sources, here's Bongino from the official account. Anonymous sources say the Ray Comey era FBI are desperately trying to derail our reforms. We're not turning back. Kash and I are laser focused on keeping the homeland safe and crushing violent crime. Pushing principles of broken windows policing along with initiative personnel management, we've sent the murder rate to a historic low, and we've doubled the amount of violent crime arrests in prior years. As you can see, mass killings are also trending to be the lowest in nearly 20 years. Good. Results matter. not anonymous complaints from disgruntled actors who prefer the Ray Comey weaponized FBI and were not going back. Mass killings in 2025 hit lowest level since 2006. I mean, that's huge. There you go. Leadership personnel, strongest. You deserve a safe America. I agree. Miranda Devine's hitting back, saying that that Dan Bongino invested in her book, her Laptop from Hell book, which is great. I mean, Miranda Devine's like a great reporter. She's awesome, and I like her a lot. So, yeah, I hate to see mommy and daddy fighting, but it is what it is. It's just how this kind of stuff works. So, what do you think, ladies and gentlemen? I think it's a mixed bag. I mean, what do I think on all this? Of course, people make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. And this kind of stuff. Everyone's human. I have my moments, and it's totally embarrassing, and I have to apologize to the people that I work with or my wife or whatever, like sometimes the pressures just get to you. And this is not a high pressure job compared to running the FBI. The real question is, can any man fix the FBI? Is this an organization that needs to be ripped up root and stem and reconstituted? Is there too much rot? That I don't know. But, I just hope everyone has fun. I just hope both teams have fun. That's all I'm going to say on that. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.